All right, y'all. So I hope that you can hear me well. Let me set cut up because I'm not using my mic. I'm just using the computer mic. So it might not be as clear. But I want to tell y'all, I'm really enjoying this energy work, but I don't know if I'm gonna be, I think that it's more potent and powerful when you do it in person versus doing it long distance. But I have only been testing it out in person. So I will test it long distance soon. But man, so the major one, the hardest one that I did so far is the one that I did on my mom. And that was a powerful experience. And all right, let me just start out from the beginning. So in the past, when my mom was going through the grieving of my brother dying, I was really concerned about her mental health. My mom, like, she was different. She was just different. You would have to have known her and experienced her to understand what I'm talking about. It was a real concern for everybody. So I started to do energy work without doing any research, just doing what naturally came to me in my spirit. And I started to like bless water and stuff like that. And I gave her a spiritual bath. And after that spiritual bath, my mom been chewing tobacco since she was 4 years old. And she been smoking since she was like a preteen. After I gave my mom that spiritual bath, she quit smoking. I didn't even like put that intentions in it. But what I think what happened is that when you have cigarettes, like especially cigarettes, I feel like they have like an energy attached to it that make you addicted like that. I was talking to my brother and he was talking about how weird it is, your attachment to cigarettes. Like it just become a part of you. A part, like you don't even think about it. You just grabbing a cigarette, going out to smoke for the 100th time. Like it feels like it has this type of calling on you or something. I don't know, y'all. I feel like as I get more spirituality, like I feel like it's starting to get harder for me to just like communicate. I don't know, explain things. So last night I made some spiritual water and I started to do what they call in Reiki the attunement. But I don't know, when I was learning Reiki, I was like, I already been kind of like doing this stuff. So I wanted to go further with it. So I was doing my own thing. And I felt like I was doing like energy surgery because I could see the energy. So my mom, she have a issue in one of her legs. Sciatica pain is very severe. Like it put her through a lot, and I could see the swelling of this leg. Now, I started to study the minor chakras, like the chakras that are in your leg and your feet. Now that I'm thinking about the stuff, because sometimes in these chakras, you can have demons in it, and they will run from you. That's exactly what happened last night. Okay. And I was trying to track that motherfucker. I got some of it, but some of it she will have to release herself. So when I first started, like I started at her crown, she fell asleep almost like instantly. And I was becoming aware of chakras that I haven't even researched. I just intuitively moved to that chakra. So actually, I want to look that up because I was picking up on two chakras in the back of the head right here. I want to see if that's like somebody written something about that. But I was releasing the energy within it, but I was using something to help to absorb that energy out. So and then I was moving down the body. When I got to her that Pacific leg, like I started trembling because not trembling like in fear or anything, but as soon as I got there, the energy that started to flow through my body was so intense that I started trembling. And at some point I was like, yo, do I even have it? Like, do I have the ability to handle this specific chakra? Because I could see like there was a demon in it. So, and I was trying to pull it out, but it was taking me so long. One thing that I'm glad I took Reiki, because what it showed me is that don't, because before I was doing energy healing, I was giving my energy to people. But no, you're not supposed to do that. That's why I was so drained. And also, I would take on some of their energy sometimes. And Reiki, they taught me how to protect my own energy and just channel divine energy through me in order to do what I need to do. So I was working on this leg. It took me a while because like the visual I was getting was like this dark energy that was just it did not want to pull out. And I seen it started to move upward towards the hip. And I was trying to catch it. I caught like some of it. Like I disintegrated some of the dark energy, but some of it started to travel. And then spirit told me like the reason why I was traveling up the chakras is that's energy that she's going to deal with and release. So spirit was like, let her know that in a few days she might feel the need to talk about some trauma that she been through, and she should just allow herself to do that. And when she do that, she's going to release it. And I also feel like it's going to be an aspect of the trauma that she was avoiding. So then I went down to the feet. Now, they say that when it comes to the feet, these chakras are like the underworld, like below the root chakra. It's like you descending into the underworld. So energy that is trapped in the feet is like this the type of energy that generates into being like very toxic and stuff. It's like old traumatic energy that gets stuck down there. Um and then I seen another negative attachment. I don't really like to use the word demon, so I'm gonna say negative attachment. And as soon as I started to generate light to it, healing energy to it, it's like it started screaming. And then instantly, my mom started shouting in pain. She was like, I'm having a pain. I'm having a pain. So I could see the energy trying to move up into the knee chakra, the one that I was just working on. So I was trying to catch it, but every time that I would work on it, it would generate pain. So I went to the other side of her body and I made sure I reposition her so she could feel more comfort. And I started to generate this energy of like healing. And the color of it was green infused with like white and gold. And I started to radiate that through the whole body. And she started to fall asleep again. And for some reason, I started to laugh. And I was mad at myself. I was mad at myself for laughing because I was like, I'm not laughing at you. It's like, I don't know, it just is coming from this energy. So I was trying to hold it in, but it's like spirit was kept trying to push it out. So um if in the future I decide to do this with other people, these are things that I'm learning about this. So I'm gonna make sure that I give like a warning or something because I don't want people to get like offended. So yeah. And then that's my daughter. I don't know what she's doing. She's doing something in the kitchen. But um afterwards I could still feel like the energy that was flowing through me, tingling like in my hands and stuff like that. I kept I kept feeling like this energy that I was trying to dissolve from her, trying to attach to me. So I had to keep putting this protective glow around me. Because at one point, I was like, maybe I can absorb it and disintegrate it. Some people can do that. I'm not there yet. And I'm not comfortable with that yet. So Yeah, I need more time for that. So, and it might not even be necessary, but I do feel like it's a technique. It's a technique that people can use. I have heard about it before. Like the person would take the negative energy that they draw out of you and they would put them within themselves and then they would disintegrate it in their body. I don't think that's the healthiest way to do it. It's other ways, which I think the other ways are better, are more healthier for you. But when it comes to healing work, you have to find out what works for you. What's the best thing for you? Because what worked for somebody else might not work for you. So afterwards, because I was also gonna do a healing section on my brother and my dad, but I ain't have the energy. I ain't have the energy, man. So afterwards, I actually had to go outside and like ground myself, put my feet on grass or dirt and cleanse myself in that way. Um, like I think now I'm gonna go. I slept good last night. I did. So I'm gonna go take like a spiritual shower today. But yeah, so I'm still doing research on it. Um I'm still kind of iffy about long distance healing, but I haven't even tried it yet. So I'm gonna try it and report back how that is. Um, but it's powerful in person. Like when you actually putting your hands on somebody, it's more powerful. But I'm gonna test it out and see. So my mom called me today. She said she woke up and she was like so sore. Her body was sore. And this is something that I learned in Reiki. They call it, actually, I need to write that down because I need to learn how to explain to people like the symptoms and stuff like that. Explain to people the process. So um, they said that after you do energy work, people might go through like flu-like symptoms. So I'm gonna look that up so I can explain it better. But she said that she felt good. She felt like she had more mobility in her body. She felt like she was experiencing less pain, even though she still experiences sometimes. This is only one day. So after some time, the healing process is still taking place because I set that intentions for the healing to continue to work on her. So I'm gonna come back and report more on it soon. Now, I have worked on other people, but I have worked on other people that were younger and they had less issues. So what they reported to me is feeling more relaxed, feeling more expressive. They told me that they could feel the heat coming from my body when I was starting to channel in that energy. What else? Tingling. Mm, yeah, that's all I can remember. So yeah, that's like mild things or whatever. But my mom, she's older and she been through a lot in life. So I'm really I want to keep track of this one because this one is really like, and it's the first time me coming across actual these negative attachments and dealing with them. So yeah, and I'm real curious about my brother. I feel like um he need a cry. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's going to be very healing for him. So I'm gonna come back and report more on this as I practice it and get better at it. Um, right now, I'm just testing everything out. So I'm also gonna open up my shop soon. I'm gonna start making some oils for protection, purification, um, for healers to help heighten your senses and to heal people. So I'm gonna start making these oils. And yeah, I'm waiting on something in the mail. And then when I get it, I'm gonna start making them. And they're gonna smell really good. They're gonna smell really good. What else? I have some design for some shirts. These are sigils. So the sigils are for healing. Yeah, I gotta sit up straight. Ooh, ooh. All right. So the sigils are for healing and attracting love. Those are the only two sigils I made. I'm going to put them on shirts and other products, and you could carry it with you to attract that vibration. So, hmm, I'm going to be putting the cards back up soon, but I'm going to make another version where, so when you get the reverse, you don't have to flip the card around to read it. So I'm just going to turn it around. And yeah, those are my plans for now. Um, Now, when it comes to tarot reading, I still love tarot. It's just that what I'm doing with the tarot, I want to make sure that the focus is on helping people healing. If it's not focusing on that, I don't really want to give it intention. So I have did a reading on these Generation Alpha babies, which was very interesting. I just haven't released it yet. I also did a reading on when people are reliving their past lives in their current life and the detriment of it. So I guess I'll release that later. Um, I also did some recordings that I haven't released. Y'all, I've been learning. Not just learning, but getting more in tune with my spiritual gifts. And yeah, I have a focus. So, anyways, I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this healing work because I do want to help other healers so that we could start to heal each other. That would be nice. And then maybe I could create um some type of exchange, like I heal you or you heal me. We could do a discounted price for healers and stuff like that. So, I'm working on some things. I'm working. So that's it. Stay blessed, y'all.